Do 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 do.
Cod Daddy's in the building, broadcasting live from a few parts unknown. Joining me as always on the sticks, he's that bad dad of Cod. You might know him as Muscle V, but we know him as Dixie.
Yo, yo.
And our executive producer, the man that shirts have forgotten. He is the Pants Man.
Arr.
And you can feel free to ask me anything, for I am your king of Cod. I am Jeeves, and I welcome you to another edition of Call of Daddy 2. Tonight, we're talking pirates. But before that, Muscle V, why don't you remind us what happened on last episode?
Last time on Cod Daddies, our heroes held their third drink-along episode as the show turned 21. Boo was elected to be the Toastmaster of the night and kept the heroes hydrated with many toasts and with some great and not so great quotes. The heroes played Liar, Liar, Pants Man on Fire to determine whether the statements Pants, the truth man, was telling were the truth or BS. After 10 questions, the heroes did better than average by picking the correct answer 6 out of 10 times. The heroes were asked what their favorite casino game were, and it was blackjack. And it could not be blackjack. The heroes answered with roulette, slot machines, Texas Hold'em, and Let It Ride. The heroes also compared their current drinking habits versus their drinking habits when they were 21. With the heroes continuing their second kill battle called Greed, the scores are as follows, with Muscle V8 with 11 kills and G's with 21. Snipers still the same, no need to go over that. Let's continue
Just
this.
remember.
Oh.
No, keep going.
Let's continue. Let's follow as the heroes as they continue their adventure.
Thank you, Muscle V.
Yep.
No, I was shouting at our audience to just remember the scores of the sniper battle.
Go back to previous episodes. It's there. Past like
Do
5
your
or
homework.
6.
It's all recorded in the Cod Daddies wiki that I'm sure some fans have started.
That's right. Yeah, I believe we have one. It's called the Wikipedia, I think.
The very specific Cod Daddies wiki is just Wikipedia itself.
That's right. Yeah, the homepage.
Great.
Last night, a lot of fun. We did our third drink along episode, as Muscle V said. Great time, a lot of fun. Hope you guys join us next Wednesday when we do our fourth one. Probably.
I think he was so ingratiating as the Toastmaster. I think Boo gave himself quite the hangover.
Yeah, should we get right into that early? Once again, our associate producer is missing. He's out on the lam. What do you think? What happened to him this time? There's absolutely no excuse why he would miss today. So he must be something really bad must have happened at this point. What do you think, Pants Man? Do you think just hangover, or you think there's anything else going on?
I mean, we don't know exactly where he was when he was recording the show. Maybe he drove drunk to go home after the show and got a DUI. Maybe he's in jail. Maybe he's a guy. Maybe he's a drunk driver who got himself in jail.
We vaguely advised everyone to drink responsibly, kind of. You think?
I mean, he's not here, so I feel like it's not slander if he's not here. So I can say whatever disparaging things I want. So yeah, he's a drunk driver.
Okay. How about you, Muscle V?
I would say with the amount of toast we did yesterday and everything else going on, I think he's still waiting for his roommate to come take him to dinner.
Oh, that's right. I forgot Thursday was his big day. Yeah, that's a throwback to Drink Along episode 1, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Episode 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, great callback. I think really what happened is we were still in communication with him when we came up with the theme. I think he got so excited to talk about pirates that he went out and stole something and then obviously got arrested because he'd be horrible at it. So he's definitely, I agree with the jail call. I just think he tried to probably rob a bank knowing him.
With like a bag of French fries, like something really illogical.
Yeah. What? A bag of French fries? What are we? What are we talking about? Like a straw sack of French fries,
I'm just picturing him like
or like a giant
holding
eagle?
out a paper bag greased up from French fries, saying, "Put the money in the bag."
Is it a like a McDonald's bag, or what are you dealing with?
I think it's a. I don't think he is classy enough. I'm going to disparage him further. He's not classy enough for McDonald's. He went to
Oh
Burger
boy.
King.
Oh boy. The BK Lounge, trying to weaponize the lounge on people.
His whole
Horrifying.
disguise was just putting on one of those hats they give children at the Burger King.
The crown.
The crown, yeah, paper crown.
Oh, maybe he walked in and was just like, "I am king. Give me your money," and they mistook that for a robbery or something. And
No,
you
you
know,
probably asked
either
for.
way,
Probably said, "I am king. Give me your fries."
to the bank.
To wherever.
Yeah, really weird strategy at the bank, even for Boo. Honestly, it's a weird enough strategy at Burger King. Their fries are not great.
Yeah, agreed.
All right. Well, anyway, he's on the lam. So, anyone in the chat knows anything about his whereabouts, please let us know. Tell us, ask us more questions about it. We'll be happy to dive into that. But again, more importantly, join us next week for Drink Along 4. Great time. So yeah, as I said, today we're talking pirates. Why? Because why not? Who doesn't love pirate tales? I don't know. Do you think you guys in the right circumstances would be pirates?
I'm a notorious goody two shoes.
True.
I
Well,
don't. I don't think so. No.
well, what if pirates abducted you and they're like, the only way you're going to be free is if you help us pirate?
Look, I'm going to follow the rules of whatever authority's put in front of me. If the authority is the captain of the ship who happens to be a pirate, I will loot and plunder. That's not the question.
So you'll pirate, but only against your will.
Well, no, I'm saying if the rule is be a pirate, I'm a pirate. No questions asked.
Okay. How about you, Muscle? You think you could pirate?
Yeah, as someone who played Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I have a lot of experience with that type of thing. So I think I would be pretty good at the pirate thing.
The pirate
Oh.
thing.
I also beat that game.
You're so ingrained in the life of a pirate that you use really flourishes of vocabulary like thing.
I don't know what you're saying right now. It's too big for me.
Flourish or thing
Both.
or vocabulary.
Yeah, all the above.
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely scenarios where I would be a pirate. Not many, certainly not present day, but back in the day when everyone was corrupt kings, yeah, I would pirate the fuck out of things.
I mean, I'll say for a very long time, really romanticized the idea of being on like a sailing boat, like a real like 18th century sailboat on the high seas. And I really thought just because those actual sailboats are so like those tall ships are so impressive looking and so cool, and they tell stories about like people going on adventures. But then the more I like read and learned about what life would have been like if I was on one of those boats, even if I was like an officer or even a captain, even like the best case scenario, like you're leading such an unpleasant, like fucking moldy bread filled life. Like fucking awful. It would be fucking awful.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's had that, right? Everyone's thought about it because it's a common story in fiction, and it's even existed in real life. So it comes up plenty to think about, and I think everyone's at least considered it.
Well, and also, like, I feel like most of the time, like in any movie, they're going to skip past the boring bits. Like, you're not going to see the paperwork on a movie about like a FBI agent or a cop. Like, you're just going to see the chase scene. And with pirates and or any kind of sailing ship or navy thing, like the reality is 98% of their time was spent bored out of their mind, like they're in the middle of the ocean. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do. It's a tiny ship with very few provisions. Like unbelievably boring the vast majority of your time, even if you're a pirate going on adventures.
Yeah, for sure. I thought for a second you were about to say they don't show the paperwork of piracy, and I was about to be
Well, they
really
don't do that
confused.
either. I mean, that's the thing that they never tell you is that when a pirate successfully plunders another ship, their worst nightmare is that they actually get to capture the ship and take it with them, because then they've got just reams of A4B files that they got to fill out to transfer ownership of the vehicle.
Yeah, that would be a nightmare. You do all this great work piracying, and then you got to go to the fucking BMV or whatever
I don't
that
want
is
to
of
tell you about
votes.
the pirate taxes they're going to have to pay on that.
Yeah, awful. That's nightmare inducing. Cool. Do you guys have any favorite pirates? Any ones that stick out?
I think Blackbeard, right? He's the greatest pirate of all time.
Yeah, I think he's definitely one of the early ones. Hey, where is that guy? Oh, I see him.
Yeah.
I talked about Blackbeard for a minute there. I'm going to say for me, growing up, I don't feel like until the Pirates of the Caribbean movies came out, I don't feel like there was a ton of like pirate characters and pirate stories. Like obviously they were a thing that I was aware of, but I don't feel like I watched a ton of, adventures with pirates. So for me, I would say my favorite was probably the Dread Pirate Roberts from
The
Princess
guy.
Bride.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the name of the dead guy in Pirates of the Caribbean.
No. Because that movie, The Princess Bride, like there's virtually no actual pirates or pirating in the movie, but there is a whole character who basically became a pirate and then returns, and like the story he tells is kind of great about what it was like to be a pirate.
No recollection of this character.
Basically, he says he got captured by pirates, and the captain said, I'm probably going to kill you, but, go do this task. And then, every day he would say,
That guy was awful.
go ahead and do this task for me. I'll most likely kill you in the morning. And then he just says this over and over again. And then eventually he reveals, hey, I'm going to retire. I don't want to be a pirate anymore, so I'm just going to take my money. We're going to get you a new ship, and you're going to be the new Dread Pirate Roberts. And, it's the name that's scary. So I'm just going to call you Captain Roberts for a while, and then eventually I'll go retire, and everybody will think you're me.
That is great. So a lot like you, you definitely have heard of pirates, and like Muscle V said, mostly they're based on the colors of their beards. I guess the first like 4 big pirates really laid their stake in the ground or something. I'm not sure. Because you've definitely heard of a bunch: Blackbeard, Redbeard. I think there's even a Bluebeard, but you wouldn't I don't know any of their defining features. And then obviously there's like Captain Hook and all that. But for my money, who's better than Captain Long John Silver?
Because you like fast food?
The first pirate to invent fish sandwiches. I mean, how is that guy not legendary? Should be on the tip of everyone's tongue.
Fair. That's very fair.
Yeah, no, obviously no criticism against Long John. He was the man.
I mean, let's be honest.
Unassailable, yeah. I know.
Is Long John Silver, is that namesake actually, is that the one from the Treasure Island? Is that what the name comes from?
I wouldn't know. I don't. Is that a movie? I know it's a book. Is it a movie?
It was a book. It was like 15 different versions of them. Like they made that movie. I think there was a Muppet version.
Yeah, I was about to. I do recall that, having not seen it.
I did actually hear. I heard that fish is going up in prices for Fish Friday or whatever you guys call it. So people were like pitching to go to McDonald's to get the McDonald's fish sandwich because it's 2 for $6 instead of paying $15 or $16 for a meal on Fridays.
Are you doing an ad read right now?
No, it's just what I heard on the news.
Well, if you're enjoying Lent and you need fish, don't go to McDonald's. They're not paying us. Wait till they pay us.
I'm just saying.
I never thought about this, but I feel like if if as a non-religious person, like I should really pay attention to when like certain groups of religious people are like swearing off, I'm not going to eat any meat, I'm only going to eat fish. I'm like, okay, well, this is my time to buy, beef or whatever.
Yeah, stock up on pork, definitely. Dude, go for it. See if that works out. See if that really cuts into the budget promisingly.
I probably won't. But anyway.
Okay. Well, you are doing solo producing duties tonight because, as we've discussed, Boo is awash into the world somewhere, hopefully. So you have to do the Soul Award. What do you got for us?
Well, as I think all of us now know, the acronym GOAT stands for Greatest of All Time. And I would like to give out a GOAT award to Dick Groat. Dick Groat gets the GOAT award. Why? Because he was the first Pittsburgh Pirate to win MVP for the National League in 1960.
Wow. Groat. I could not have told you that. I've never heard of that person.
I only know it because I Googled Pirates and was like, oh, right, I forgot it was also a baseball team.
Well, yeah, but as a Pirate fan, I should probably have at least heard of him. Dick Groat sounds like a good insult for reasons I can't quite put my finger on.
Yeah, it's one of those names. It's like, that must have been a rough upbringing.
You fucking Dick Groat. Like that just works. Again, I can't really place what it means, but
like, why wouldn't you go by Richard or Rich?
Richie Groat.
Like, let's soften that Groat.
Once you're going to be in sports, it's fine. Like Dick Butkus, very famous football player. If you're going to be famous, it's fine. No, they called him Dick Butkus.
Someone shot me, so I don't know where they're at.
The guy that I just ran over, yeah. Oh, okay. So the kill doesn't count, but you are saved.
Thank you.
By the way, should we talk about, in this PC world where we want to, be respectful of people, are we being insensitive by saying pirate? Should we be saying buccaneer instead?
I don't know. If a pirate wants to write in and let us know what your preferred nomenclature is, that's great. Please do so. We might follow it. I don't know. I'm okay with getting canceled.
I mean, there's not much to cancel, so...
I don't think PC culture is going to be too worried about whatever we land on, but I say for now we keep it pirate and change if anyone threatens us.
Fair.
Okay. Well, thank you. Good work, Dick Groat. Well earned. You, as established, you probably had a horrible upbringing that led you to a terrible life of baseballery, so you definitely deserve this. Okay. So, as discussed, we're talking pirates tonight, and I thought, what do pirates do? Notoriously, they steal things. So I don't know about you guys, but I wanted to know what you guys would steal, given the chance. Obviously, you have the chance, but, let's assume that you have whatever tools you need at your disposal. You've got whatever crew and whatever time period. I don't care. What would you steal? Pants Man?
I'm going to go I'm going to go back to my roots. Basic bitch about this. So I actually had an opportunity to steal. So I worked at a fast food joint at one point, and I became the assistant manager, and we had a safe. So we dropped money into the safe, and then I had the combination. And I don't remember the specifics. I just remember at some point I had come up with what I felt at the time was a foolproof way to steal money from the safe and not get caught. Now, the logistics of it, I'll be honest, are lost with the sands of time. I do not remember what my strategy was. I just remember in my mind thinking, this would totally work. Now, it was a fast food joint. I was going to walk away with maybe a few $100. Like, it wasn't like going to make my life. But I thought, hey, I could totally do this. I could steal this money. And I didn't. So again, goody two shoes. I'm not sure that there's a lot where I would steal given even the opportunity. But I do know that online piracy is the thing I have absolutely contributed to. I have absolutely stolen and would probably, if given the right circumstances, steal again content the internet provides to me illegally. So that's what I'm going with.
I like that yours is the one that got away. You're just like, every night I go to bed, I would think about that time I could have stole from your employer. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, if only you could go steal from your current employer. It'll be fine.
They don't have as many safes lying around with cash
They've got to have safes somewhere, right?
that I have access to, I should say.
Okay. Oh, why don't you get hired as your at your youth job, just so that you can get there, steal that safe money? I'm sure they'd love to have you back.
There was a period of my life.
$100.
There was a period of my life where I thought, if all this falls apart, if the job I'm doing disappears and I have to do something to survive, worst case, I can absolutely go back to fast food. Like, that's a job I knew how to do and I did it fine. And I thought I could, if worst comes to worst, I could do that. And as time has gone on, as I've grown older and further away from that, I'm like, no, you couldn't. Like, you will be homeless before you go back to that particular fast food job. It was awful. And I'm
Should have stole. Well, anyway, you can make up for it by re-downloading LimeWire, I guess, and sticking it to the movie industry or whatever.
How dare you entertain me?
Yeah. Well, good luck with that. How about you, Muscle V? What would you steal?
So I've watched a lot of movies and TV shows, and one thing is clear, that one of the easiest things to steal is paintings, also very profitable.
Oh, this is really interesting. I can't wait to dive into this. Do you have a specific painting, or you just would steal paintings?
I would steal paintings, and then obviously it's super easy to fence them. Happens every show, and then you just make a lot of money, and you're good to go.
No, wait a minute. I've got questions.
I have many questions.
All, I could dive into the logistics of stealing a painting and how that's not easy, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to take that part of this at face value. Easy to steal.
You just take it off the wall, Pants Man.
Question is, once you've stolen it, how does it become cash for you?
You fence it.
Before that, how do you identify which paintings you're going to steal?
I have people for that.
No, you don't.
I was told I have the means and whatever Jeeves said.
Oh, okay, that's a fair point. I thought you meant right now in real life.
No, and that's fine. That is part of the prompt. How would you identify who's going to help you identify paintings?
I would go GTA style, where I have a list of 3 different people for each position. I would look at their ratings and choose the best one.
Okay, no, you do live in the world for this scenario. It can be any period of time, but you don't have technology that doesn't exist.
Oh my gosh! You know what you should do if you can be any period of time? Go back to like Da Vinci times and just before he's famous, before they're worth anything, just buy them from him.
Yeah, just for like pennies.
Yeah. Don't go back and stop Hitler. Go back and steal Da Vinci's promising artwork. Love it. And then, make 500 ruples or whatever the fuck they were dealing with in Italy back then. No, again, I want you to answer that properly. How are you identifying people to help you identify paintings? You don't have GTA technology to do it.
Well, why don't I have GTA technology?
Again, the prompt wasn't if you could make up a technology. It was you have all the people you have access to everything you need.
You still have to get it.
You still have to execute the plan.
Yeah, there's Craigslist. There's what are those other things of people looking for jobs? There's ways of finding people.
What is your Craigslist post? Please share this.
Looking for experienced art enthusiasts.
How much are you offering for this position? Now, you do have unlimited funds, but this is also Craigslist.
It is Craigslist. I guess if we're stealing paintings in the millions, right? I'd probably offer like maybe 20K.
That's going to be red flags are coming up on Craigslist real quick. If you're dropping 20K on a Craigslist search,
I love the idea that you've got unlimited funds, and instead of just enjoying that money, you're like, how can I steal?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll have to figure out why that would be, because that is a problematic part of the prompt.
Actually,
Yeah.
I think that what I just said is why I am not a billionaire and never will be.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay. Do you have any other
I
questions for Muscle V? Because
yes, I want him to answer my question that you didn't let him answer, which is
oh, sorry. That's right.
yeah, so I want to know once you've stolen it, you've got the Starry Night or whatever. Now, how does that turn into money cash for you?
Oh, I'll take this one. He's going to put it up on Craigslist.
Well, no, I was not going to put it on Craigslist. I was going to put an ad on Craigslist for an experienced fencer.
What is fencing? Apparently we don't watch the same shows. I'm thinking you're going to take epee and just slice up this painting.
No, fencers find people who will buy the painting, and they facilitate the deal.
You're using the word fencing as in like hawking. He's gonna hawk it.
Yeah.
I love the idea that you put up an ad on Craigslist. You've got your $20,000 fencer, and you're like, here's the painting. I need you to sell this for me. And he's like, I came with like options between chain link or white picket. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Why are they called fencers? I'm not sure I get this.
I'm
You
not
don't know
sure.
that word? Like if you're fencing a hot stolen good.
Yeah.
You're fencing it.
I
You're
mean,
like,
I've heard how Muscle V's said it. I should work out using it in that sentence, I guess. Why is it called fencing though?
I don't know. It sounds right contextually, but
Does it?
less and less the more we talk about it.
I'm trying to because you build a fence around this thing. I have no idea why you would call it that. Maybe they are using the sports type of term. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Please, can you look that up?
A fence, also known as a receiver, a mover, a moving man, is
That's
an
still
individual who knowingly buys stolen goods in order to later resell them for profit.
So just no reason.
Although, interestingly,
someone looked around and saw a fence and was like, I'm your fencer.
It doesn't look like anybody anywhere calls them a fencer. They're a fence.
Oh, I mean, that doesn't clarify anything. I still have the same issue, but interesting.
It's definitely coming across online more of a kind of one of those old timey words. Like it used to be used more and is fallen out of favor.
Yeah, maybe like 1920s speak or something.
For sure.
Where they just said nonsense jive just to pass the time.
I need a fencer, see?
I need somebody to fence. I can be a fence. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Well, I've learned something new that I probably will forget. Great. Okay. So as you guys know, I'm a huge Nick Cage fan. So,
is this going down the national treasure route?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say he has stolen a literal national treasure. He's stolen John Travolta's face. So obviously, I want to steal John Travolta's face and put it on Boo's body. I think that'd be great for everyone.
Every part of this works for me. My question is, what era?
Now's fine.
Sorry, Boo.
Yeah, I don't mind. It's irrelevant to me. It could be 10 years from now for all I care. I think it'll be a win. It'll help him pick up girls, maybe older, but girls anyway. And a great story that I'll be able to tell people for at least 10 years.
I'm having a hard time picturing like you're holding the face of another human being and saying to Boo, "Hey, put this on." I'm having genuinely, that's a literal thing I'm picturing. I'm having a hard time imagining Boo saying what any normal person would say, which is, "What the fuck? This is all horrifying. I'm going to throw up now, and then I'm going to call the cops." I just picture him like, "Okay," and he just puts it on.
I do too, but also, I mean, I'm not going to ask. I'm going to do the face-off move, and he's going to wake up in someone else's face.
Oh, you're not giving him an option here. You're just going to got it.
I'm just doing it. Yeah, it's not up to him. Sometimes you have to make the right choices for your friends.
That movie couldn't have been good.
You never seen Face Off?
I absolutely have seen it. I was so young and it was so long ago that I don't really remember much of anything other than the premise itself being utterly ridiculous and therefore a must watch. But I don't remember any details to be able to be like, that movie holds up or that movie really should have won the Oscar that year.
I was super young too, but from what I remember is that they did do this insane plot and just went with it like it made any fucking sense, and it ended up being a pretty good movie. Like they just went all in on that idea not being problematic.
I will say, like,
it as best they could.
I will say, like, a movie like that, it can only really exist for the camp factor of having those actors pretend to be each other. Like
and that part is good. It's really fun.
Because if you think about it like at all, like that doesn't work. There's no way to just swap faces and have them look exactly like the other actor. Like that's just not at all going to work. But I feel like this is the kind of thing where like a modern movie would be like, okay, we're remaking Face Off. But we're gonna make it gritty and realistic. We're gonna really we're gonna really make it real. And what that will mean is it will still be campy and ridiculous, but they will just have it like really jittery cameras and really like dark. And they'll spend a little bit of extra exposition on like the science of it. And it'll just be even more ridiculous because it'll be less fun, but also not all that much more realistic.
And we'll cast Will Smith.
But who would be the other? Still John Travolta?
Yeah, there's no reason to recast him. Nick Cage is too busy.
What about Denzel Washington?
Oh.
Will Smith, Denzel Washington?
I'd watch the shit out of that. Totally watch that movie. I've never been more sold. I actually, for real, I would do Denzel, Sam Jackson. Just because you've got two very different people, which is kind of what they did with Cage Travolta. And I don't know who I would make the original bad guy. Because both guys are fun in both roles.
My only hesitation, well, that's interesting. So Sam Jackson is 73.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's kind of an action flick. And I was like, I don't know. I think, based on some of his later Marvel movies, I'm not sure he's got the spryness to really do that. I think you need a slightly younger actor. But Denzel Washington, who I had no qualms about, is like 67. So,
I mean, once you train that 70 hump, though, fair enough. Face Off. We'll have to do a Face Off rewatch. See if it holds up. I have no idea, like you said, but I do remember it being a good movie. Maybe I shouldn't rewatch it.
That's always the risk. Like that's when, like, if you genuinely like, you know what, I liked that movie. It was fun. Like I would say, don't watch it because I cannot imagine that. Like even the parts that you like, they're like, oh, it's just campy and silly, and it's just fun to see those actors being ridiculous. Like I'm sure it's more boring than it is fun. This far removed from the 90s.
Yeah. Muscle V, did you see that exchange?
Yes, I did.
I was very close to getting a point blank sniper kill. Okay. All right, we've got some interesting stealing choices. Very varying levels of things.
So just to recap, we're stealing online content.
You don't want to go with the $100 that you could have stolen?
Then escalating very quickly to major art heists.
Never said that. He never said major. He just said he'd steal paintings.
Okay, fair enough. Paintings. And then escalating to the nth degree to John Travolta's face.
Any era.
Yeah. You know what you do, though? If you were going to do it, this is how you do it. I was going to tell you how to do it. At some point, he is going in.
Recreate.
He is going in. At some point, he is going in voluntarily to to a plastic surgeon
Probably
to get that facelift.
Probably this week.
So you infiltrate that surgeon, and basically, or you hire your own, dirty surgeon to basically lure him, and then once he's under the knife, you just swap that face with Boo Radley, and he's none the wiser. He'll wake up with Boo's face, and not even and you don't even have to like kidnap him or anything.
Do you think because he's filmed Faceoff, he would wake up and just be like, "I knew this day would come. Whose face is it?"
No.
So we actually have to get Boo's face first. One of the problems with that movie too is you have to have somebody just faceless for a long time.
Is that true? I thought they just swapped them at the same time.
Oh, you know what? Actually, at least the first swap they did do at the same time.
Wait, how many swaps were in this movie?
They swap and they swap back, and there's a small chance they swap again. There's at least the swap back. I'm like 30% sure there's a third swap.
I love that trope in movies where like a guy gets shot in the shoulder and it doesn't kill him, and in the next scene he's acting as if he was never shot at all, and he's like maybe got some blood and maybe like favors the other arm a little bit, but by and large he is moving and fighting as if he is not, significantly wounded. And I like the idea that they in the movie were like, let's take it even further. They just had major, like, first of its kind surgery. It affects their entire goddamn face, and they're going to spend the rest of this movie chatting and talking.
I think they even fight. Like, I think there's blows to each face too. Like, yeah, it would be brutal.
It would be even funnier if they were like about to hit him in the face, like, ugh, that is still my face. I'm going to go for a stomach thing.
I think
I'm going to favor the stomach.
I can't ruin the face.
It's a moment. I'm 30% sure that's a moment in the movie. Most of you, have you ever seen this movie?
I have not.
Okay. Well, maybe you go watch it. Tell us if it's worth the rewatch.
I'm going to stop you right there. Famously, Musclevy has never watched anything pre the year 2000. So.
Oh, shit.
I'm actually up to that to 2010.
What is that, 1999?
I don't know. I'm certain it was the 90s. I don't know exactly which year, but if it was made post 2000, I will be shocked. I'm looking it up now.
I would say 2000s. It's very latest. I think 99 would be my guess. Boo would of course have this on recall.
1997.
Oh yeah, that's before my time.
No, it isn't. You were very much alive. Doesn't matter which year you want to go with for whatever age we've said on the show. You were definitely alive in 97.
Yeah, but I wasn't watching
movies.
I wasn't watching that movie.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, anyway, make it your time. Go check it out. You'll like it. Okay. Maybe. You like Nick Cage.
I do like Nick Cage.
I assume you have zero opinions on John Travolta.
Yeah, I do have zero.
Yeah. Okay. Great. This is I think the most fun Travolta role I can think of. Okay. Anyway, good stuff, guys. Pants Man, you got any listener mail for us today?
Let's take a look. So I'm grabbing the mailbag. So I haven't refreshed in a while. I'll give the full lowdown. So we have a P.O. box. If you want to write in and communicate with us, email, not going to happen. Twitter, don't have one. Instagram and other social medias, nice try. There is one way to reach us, and it is, other than the comments during Twitch on the live shows. Other than that, it is going to be through snail mail.
Or YouTube comments after the show.
If you must. So,
or our Facebook page.
I have a big old pile here of stuff, and I'm gonna pick one out. The rest goes right in the fire.
They also could ask this question with our Venmo account. They could just use that.
Yeah, and speaking of the Venmo account, it's possible there were some checks in there, but they're in the fire now, so
in the Venmo account?
No. I just threw a bunch of stuff in the
Oh,
fire.
yeah. Okay. You said speaking of the Venmo account.
No, speaking of money is what I meant.
Okay. Once again, at least shake it. Figure out if there's like money in there before you fire it. We've talked about this.
No,
Yeah, I could. Not going to.
What? Maybe get our fucking useless intern to do it. What's she doing?
yeah.
She left. She quit. There was no pay, no college credit, and we didn't even really give her any tasks because we forgot she was a thing. And so
We gave her experience. What the fuck did she?
I mean,
the
even when I
goddamn
say she quit, like I just didn't save her contact information. I don't know if she quit or not. She might still be waiting for any communication from us at all. But it won't happen. So anyway,
Wait,
the
you know
letter
what,
says
Tiff, if you still work for us, send us a Venmo and pay us like $2 and we'll make sure that you're rehired. Even though you're
right.
fucking worthless.
Wow. Really?
I hate
Okay.
her.
Jesus.
Strong words.
Not strong enough, honestly.
Oh my god. Dear Muscle V.
Oh.
Ooh.
I have been spending lots of big money on Muscle V shirts
Nice.
because they are great and high quality.
Not at all a mistake.
Thank you.
They are the peak of high fashion, but also super practical. And I love
This is
them.
confusing because I would assume that Muscle V wrote this, but we also know he's borderline illiterate. So this is interesting.
That's fair.
Continue.
Yeah. And I love them. And I am willing to pay basically anything you want to charge. And I encourage all of your listeners to do the same. And I also think you are super handsome.
What is happening?
And smart. And definitely smarter and more important than those other guys on the show. MuscleV.com. Signed Boris.
Boris. Okay,
Well, Boris.
There wasn't a question though, right?
Yeah, Boris is an absolute idiot. Didn't send a single question.
I gotta say, Muscle V, did you write this?
I did not write it, but I appreciate everything that Boris was saying.
Way too many words. Way too many words for Muscle V to have wrote that. Did you hire someone? Did you get Tiff to write that?
Well, Tiff doesn't even work anymore, so of course it wouldn't be Tiff.
Yeah, but she might work on the site. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I know somebody named Boris, but I don't know if they would write that.
Wait a minute. So this is definitely one of your plans because you just admitted you know a Boris, which basically means you know this particular Boris.
I know like 4 Borises, and none of them are gonna say that.
How do you know 4 Borises?
But they
And
all
do you call them Forrest?
No, but they all do own Muscle T-shirts.
Muscle V T-shirts or just regulars?
The Muscle V shirts.
Okay. Well, anyway, Boris, you're an idiot. Yeah. Ask us a fucking question. It's not that hard.
We appreciate your business.
I don't.
We do as a whole.
I feel like this was just an ad for Muscle V, and I still cling to the idea that this was perpetrated by Muscle V.
So
I don't think this was legit.
Speaking of ads, how about I do an ad spot real quick?
But I'm ching.
Okay. Do you find you have too much stuff? Ready to take on a more minimalist approach to life? Well, stop by Stealing, West Virginia. Stealing, West Virginia is the only town where every deal is a steal, literally. Wink. What we lack in curb appeal, we make up for in Curb a Steal, a convenient drive-through thieving service. You won't be believing how fast we be a thieving. We're a town that prides ourselves in never stopping the steal. Stealing, West Virginia. We still got it.
Wow. That was Nad.
Yes, it was. Yeah, thank you, Stealing, West Virginia.
Holy shit. Do you think stealing West Virginia was like a steel town that turned to crime as the steel industry waned?
Maybe
They were like, we're pigeonholed with our name. We got one other option.
it's written like the action, not the metal, but maybe they pivoted.
So to say, isn't
maybe they were just bad at spelling when they spelled it for the metal. The
Honestly,
steelworkers weren't known for their literacy.
maybe, yeah. There's it doesn't say what their history was. I have no addendums here. Can you believe that?
Wow. Is that just because they don't know how to spell the word addendum?
It doesn't say. There's no FAQ. Can you believe that? What?
Oh.
Come on, stealing West Virginia. We appreciate the ad money, but go ahead and fill in all the blanks. We want to know so much more about your town. I don't think we're going to hear from them though.
What I just to clarify, I did hear the ad, but I'm still a little bit fuzzy on what the ad was for exactly. Are they encouraging people to visit the town so they can be stolen from, or are they encouraging?
It's tourism.
Okay. And why would I do that?
A lot of reasons. Okay, so
name one.
First they said the minimalist approach to life, or if you just have too many things, they'll just steal it. No problem. They don't seem to ask too many questions. But if you want to try to get into some of the illicit games, maybe you want to have an insurance claim. Great. Just get something of value stolen.
That happens in this town or just anywhere?
What insurance claims?
Yeah, you have to do it in this town.
No, you don't. No, you don't make an insurance claim in the town. You go to the town, your valuable things get stolen, and then you report it to your insurance company, and they pay out. Again,
don't you have to file a police report to get the payout?
Yeah, but I mean, the stealing police are so backlogged at this point.
Yeah, but I'm imagining that pretty quickly the insurance companies, those adjusters are going to get wise to every time they see stealing West Virginia on a claim form, they're going to be like, nah, I know what this is.
Well, hopefully they've got good language
lawyers?
in their contracts.
Insurance companies do.
Well, listen, man, first of all, I'm not the town. Let's start there. Second of all, I don't know. Maybe stealing West Virginia has great lawyers. Maybe they stole a couple lawyers. I don't know.
The real question, do they have any plastic surgeons in the town? Because you've got some stealing through plastic surgery you need to do.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's some synergy. I'm sure they could arrange that. They pretty much say they'll steal anything, and they'll do it quickly.
I mean, when you're doing sensitive, cutting-edge surgery on somebody's face, speed is really the name of the game.
I mean, you're saying sensitive. No one said that we needed precision involved. You're assuming things there. Speed's fine.
Wait a minute. Okay, this is... Oof. Okay. Never mind. That was going to be a rabbit hole that we just don't need.
Yeah, we don't have time for it. We're pressing up on... currently, we got a chance of being a regularly timed episode, so...
I'm sorry. I was thinking, wait a minute. Instead of surgically removing the face of Nicolas Cage, why wouldn't you just take a mold of his face, make a mask? Wouldn't that actually be a lot better than going through a surgery that will be painful and need to heal? But then I remembered it's a movie from 1997.
Yeah, now you're pitching Mission Impossible, so... good franchise, I guess, but it's no Face-Off. Okay. Well, anyway, thank you, stealing West Virginia. Let's carry onward. So, as you guys know, you are experts at life, your current life. But I assume that you're also good at building fantasy life. And in this case, I've tasked you guys with building the best pirate life. So we're going to go around.
For me.
Pirate's life for you, indeed. So we're going to go around and similar to the other build a scenarios, I've got 6 categories. You're not going to explain the whole thing in detail. We're just going to take them piece by piece and rip you apart for making your terrible decisions.
Fair.
Okay. So, Muscle V, we're going to start with you tonight. I didn't want to limit you, so I just made the first category vehicle. I did originally write ship and then thought, why? Why do that? You're your own man. Pick whatever vehicle you'd like.
Yep, I appreciate that for sure.
So, build the best pirate life. What vehicle are you using?
This one's pretty easy and it's very obvious. The biggest yacht money can buy.
Okay. Okay.
You wanna go get one of those Russian oligarch yachts that are up for grabs.
I'm gonna get the cool ones with the helipad and all that good shit.
So I've got some concerns here. You've got a yacht. I assume it's baller, right?
It's for sure
a
baller.
mega yacht.
Yeah.
Are your first and second and third mates is your crew going to be down to steal with such a comfortable lifestyle?
They will be.
Why? It's really hard to get off a yacht in general. Forget to then go rob somebody.
Right, but the question is the vehicle. I don't want to really get into that kind of stuff.
That's fair. I just want to make sure.
Well, no, wait a minute. Your questioning doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You're saying that once you've stolen a yacht, which again, if this is a pirate yacht, it's not something you purchase with your own money. This is something you stole.
Right. Yep.
So you've got your crew. No matter how luxurious a yacht might be, it still needs to be furnished with, food and alcohol and women and things. So you've got to go to shore at some point to collect those things. You gotta loot at some point.
Okay. I'm fair. I'm just checking, all right? Relax. I disagree. I disagreed with your verbiage. Is furnish the right word for food and people?
It is. I've decided.
Okay. I've never
The real
used
problem. The real problem is that a yacht. It's not that it's too comfortable. Of course, you want the nicest, most why would you ever want something less than the best? But the problem is that it's going to be a little bit poorly defended. Like if you're going to go on, attacks, you want something that is actually going to be at least a little bit military strength. And I don't think you're going to get that in a fucking yacht.
I mean, obviously we're not getting attacked, right? We do the attacking. We are the pirates.
With what? You've got a yacht.
We will figure that out later.
You are definitely opening yourself up to further pirate attacks, I think, with a yacht. My crew's going after your yacht at some point.
Send in the jet skis.
I don't know about the structural integrity of a yacht, but yeah, you're probably correct. It probably is not ready to take on.
It is built for comfort, not for looting. I assume.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's built for corporate looting. Let's say that.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't know. Maybe it is built for defense because they do have to worry about maybe literal pirates for all I know. But I assume people try to steal yachts.
Also, we have unlimited money in this scenario, right?
Never said that.
Well, it's the best pirate life. The best pirate life is I have unlimited money.
No. You misunderstand. We're talking about pirates. It's not that you have unlimited money to start. It's that you're a stealer. Pirates are stealers of things. You're going to commandeer the yacht.
Yeah, obviously I would commandeer
cannons and stuff. I should have said that. Right. What vehicle are you stealing to start your pirate life?
You didn't say that. I'm still going to go with that, though.
Okay. All right. Great. I am going to choose a different vehicle. For one, I'm getting off of the water. I'm not limiting myself in that way. I'm headed straight to the air, of course, for the flexibility. I'm going with a Zeppelin.
A Zeppelin, you say?
A Zeppelin. No questions?
I'm not sure exactly what that is. Is that a plane? Is that a helicopter? What is that?
It is. It's a semi-speedy balloon. But Zeppelins
now I just want to ask, are you going to go with the favored Luftschifffbau Zeppelin company? Is
of
that
course. We're
Is
gonna
that the
steal.
plan?
Yeah, it's a nice 2-for-1 because we're gonna steal the Luftship bow and take all those Richie's money. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
Plus the synergy. No, but
Uh,
there's a menacingness to Zeppelins when done right. We're gonna like draw a pirate skull and crossbones like right on the side. It's gonna be menacing looking.
how menacing really can it be when like a stray bird beak could end you?
Um, well, first of all, we've got defenses, unlike the yacht.
Do you? It's a
Yeah,
big balloon.
Yeah, I can see a
yeah, no,
plane
I think
taking you
you've
guys
got
down
fewer
too.
defenses.
we've got defenses. We've got archers.
Your
We've got
top speed is
slingshots.
80 miles an hour.
No,
Also,
it's
do
less than that.
you have to land when you're attacking? Like, are you landing? Are you parachuting down? What's the
I
attack
don't
here?
really. Well, I don't really have to answer that. We're gonna do both. We're whatever we need. But you know how villains in movies are all. They don't move fast. They come at you slowly, menacingly. That's what we're doing in our Zeppelin life.
Okay,
Plus, we're in the air a lot. It's gonna be great.
so not a
Okay.
lot of pirating happening on your Zeppelin.
Tons of pirating. Tons of pirating.
So we had talked before about how a boat is a very small confined space. Even a big boat is going to be fairly confined. It's going to be crowded. It's going to be limited space. You've got to have like special ways of using every square inch of space for storage because it's so cramped on there. Even Muscle V's big fancy yacht is going to have that problem. You've decided not only are we going to be confined to the very small, smaller than a bus, I think, size space of a Zeppelin bridge or whatever, but you're also going to have a helium based balloon that has very strict weight issues. So, like, gold doubloons are not a thing you're going to be able to haul away. Like, how much can you even loot and keep if you have to throw it into the air on this balloon?
Oh, it's a big Zeppelin. It's good. I mean,
That's
it's
that's
big.
your that's your final answer to those issues. Oh no, it's big. It's a
We
big
we
It's
can
one.
fit
big.
20
It's
people in
big.
there.
It's certainly bigger than like a bus space. Yeah, you've got like.
So impossible to hide.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, we want people to know we're coming.
Okay, great. That seems
If
like
it
a good strategy.
if it helps, we're calling it the Black Balloon.
Hmm.
Does that help?
It does
No.
not.
Oh, all right. Well, what do you got, Pants Man? What's your hot vehicle for pirating? What are you stealing?
The ocean's classic. The air is modern. I'm going postmodern. I'm going the greatest possible scenario. I'm a space pirate. So my
Oh,
vehicle,
oh, what? How'd I miss this?
my vehicle is presumably incredibly advanced military grade shuttle that I have commandeered through whatever means are available to me. And now
I mean,
I'm riding high in zero grav, taking, plunging, and the world can't reach me. And I have control of all the satellites, or I don't know what I'm doing with it, but I've got a shuttle.
immediately less cool when you call it the correct turbo shuttle.
Yeah. I've got a rocket ship. That doesn't sound cooler somehow.
I think if you say it with any confidence, it'll sound cooler. No, you can't dress up shuttle. Shuttle just sounds like you're going between two places, which is what you are doing.
I've got a
Sure.
spaceship.
There you
Okay?
go.
It's a
There you go.
spaceship.
I've already written down space shuttle.
Well, I felt like I had to at least stay within the present day. I couldn't jump into like science fiction future for this. So
Right. Yeah. Right. That's correct. You could go into the past if you wanted, but you can't predict the future.
that doesn't help me for space pirate.
Absolutely. Yeah. Correct. Space. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of problems with this. I
And
don't know why.
yet I haven't heard one.
I don't know why you emphasized crampedness and then chose spaceship. That's notoriously cramped. notoriously have to worry about weight. You are in 0Gs though, so I can't knock you too hard there. Love a 0G experience, probably.
Also, are you attacking aliens or like what's your
You,
piracy
you
that
do,
you're doing
you
here?
do kind of have to hope that there's like life on Jupiter, and you're just gonna strike gold there,
I don't know
but not
if
literal gold because you couldn't cart it back.
I think at some point we're going to talk about booty, right? So I'm going to hold off
Yes.
on answering this question because I think that we'll get into some future. But I will answer the question, but not yet. I think I'll hold off on describing my plans for how to plunder.
Okay, yeah, smart. Trying to figure out how to make this make any sense. Give yourself time. Genius. Okay, next question. Pirates notoriously have famous layers. So Muscle V, what layer? What layer are you stealing and making your own?
First of all, I think you're trying to say the word lair, but you're
Layer.
saying layer.
Layer.
Like you want to bundle up because it's a little bit chilly out.
Pirates notoriously wear layers. No, that's the next
It's
question.
cold.
No, it's a layer. Is that better?
I don't know why
Layer.
you're saying it weird, but a lair.
Now it sounds like you're saying layer just quickly.
Yeah.
Now it's all I hear.
I think that's what it is.
Uh,
You're saying it too slow.
Layer.
anyways, I'm of course stealing Batman's lair.
Um, is that allowed?
Of course,
This is
it's allowed.
Batman doesn't exist, so
right.
It's
Yeah,
allowed.
this is in the world. Yeah, I never. No
Oh,
one
but you have
said.
space rocket ships and your hot air balloons.
Yeah,
those things
those
do
things
exist. They're stupid, but they
You
exist.
guys think
So did
Batman doesn't
your previous
exist?
pick.
I do love that you went the most practical of all of us. Like it's actually a boat. It's a thing that exists. We could get it. You're still on the world, but yet you jump right ahead to Batman.
Yeah, of course. I'm taking his lair.
I can put down a cave that has bats in it if you'd like. I don't think it's your best choice. You can bring a computer if you'd like,
We're
or
going with
something.
Batman setup.
I mean, again, you're stealing the
Yeah.
situation. I mean, I'm not writing the Bat Cave. I'm writing cave with bats. You're comfortable with that?
No, you're raiding the Bat Cave.
No, I will not be writing that. That's not a place.
You can write whatever you want. So I don't care. I said what I said.
Okay.
The fans know.
You don't want to change your answer?
Nope.
Cave with bats.
Bat Cave.
Oh, okay. 1 second. Oh, sorry. Just had to let out a very gross cough. Okay. So terrible pick, obviously.
Obviously one of the best.
I am going to, with my Zeppelin, we are going to steal Epcot. Epcot will be my lair.
Are you gonna dock there, or are you just gonna like own it and
We're going
always
to
be up
dock
in the
on
air?
top. We're going to be up in the air a lot. And then at some point, we're going to figure out how to make Epcot its own Zeppelin. It's going to be incredible.
So instead of trying to get something that like the military or real authorities with guns could come after you and try to retake from you, you decided no, I'm going to piss off every mom in America and take over the place where they get to actually have a beer in Disney.
You understand that they have secret tunnels in Disney. Like there's military strategy built into that park all over the place. Tons of secret defense.
You can also try food in different countries.
That's right. That's right. Cafeteria will remain unchanged. Thank you, Muscle V.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Your pick was terrible, but I appreciate you helping me with mine.
Obviously, mine's still better.
Just a cave, just to reiterate. Okay. Pantsman, what's your layer? What are you stealing?
Well, I'm going to need to go somewhere that has an active space program, I think. Someplace that I can plunder initially and then refuel, all those things. So for those times where I have to go back to Earth, which honestly, it's going to be as rare as possible, I'm going to go to Iran because Iran has a space program, apparently, according to a very quick Google search I just did. So I figure they're a little bit corrupt and a little bit, cut off from the world. I feel like that would be the best place for me to strike a deal where I'll give them like a tiny piece of my booty, and in exchange, I will get, some on-world cover when I need it. So my lair is going to be in some hidden outpost in Iran.
Now, are you stealing
I
all
thought
of
you're
it?
making the
Or...
whole. Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
you're making the country.
That's what I thought too. The way you were talking,
No.
you're like, this
So
is
I will
mine
be
now.
in cahoots. That would stretch me pretty thin, and I don't think they're going to give it up. I think instead
right.
I'm going to make a deal with the evil people there. Who, I mean, I think they're going to be thrilled to make a deal with a gay. I think that's really what they're looking for. So I'm going to go. I'm going to be my pirate self, and I'm going to convince them to give me a lair that will be satisfactory.
So is that
Just to be
gonna?
clear, yeah, just to be clear, the prompt that you made sure to clarify is you are stealing this. Why are you cutting deals suddenly? Just take it.
Well,
Just take it.
yeah. Well, again, like you take it, but it can be taken back. I don't want to be defending this thing because again, I'm spending my time in space. I'm not trying to spend my time at my lair.
In Iran.
Yeah. No. At no point do I want to really be stuck in that desert. No. I'm saying that for purely on a as needed basis, I've got a place to go.
Also, so every time you're going to your lair, you're coming back down to Earth, and then you're like, all right, we're here for like an hour. Then I'm gonna go back up into space, or how's that gonna work?
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
ideally.
you got to figure pretty quickly. My bones are not going to be supporting my weight on Earth, so we're going to keep it to a minimum.
That's fair. Iran, huh?
It's an interesting pick.
I know next to nothing about Iran other
Makes it
than
really convenient for this argument.
yeah, they have a nuclear program, I believe, and we don't like that from what I recall. So I don't know, maybe work with that. Maybe use some of their nukes if you have to.
Well, that's part of the threat. That's why it's hard to fuck with me in space because they know I've got the backing of an unstable,
Iran.
crazy theocracy.
I don't even know if that's true. I know nothing about them. All right. Well, I'll look into Iran. I assume that is also a horrible. I think we might have all done a horrible job with this round. Okay. All right. So pirates notoriously have a pirate pet amigo. So Muscle V, what's your pirate pets? What animal have you stolen? You can make this a specific one, but you also can just make it a general animal that you would have.
Yeah, so I don't know if you've all seen the Jungle Cruise, obviously with The Rock.
I have not
He
seen
has a
it.
Jaguar, and it's pretty badass. So I will be stealing it, and it will now be mine.
You have a Jaguar. You're specifically stealing the Jungle Cruise Jaguar?
Yep.
So the actor Jaguar that played that Jaguar, is it a CGI? It's probably CGI.
I think
it was real life.
I think what Muscle V is describing is he's going to have Andy Serkis portraying a CGI.
That's not a terrible pick. Jaguar. That's a cool animal.
Yep.
There's a car
Are they
named
big
after.
though? How do you fit that on a yacht?
It can fit on a small Jungle Cruise boat. It can fit on a yacht.
When you're,
I mean, I didn't see that movie, so.
Well, go watch it and then report back. It's pretty good, actually.
I doubt that.
I think Emily Blunt, is that her name? I think she's on
Yeah.
That is her name.
She's in it.
I've seen like 4 minutes of it, and it was all Emily Blunt. So as far as I know, she's the whole movie.
Yep, it's great.
Okay. You watched it just because of The Rock, I assume?
And because of the Jaguar.
Well, you knew beforehand there would be a Jaguar in it?
No, I didn't, but once I saw it, I was in.
Okay, well, that's not okay. Fine. Whatever.
He came for the Rock. He stayed for the Jaguar.
Yep.
Okay. So my pick, obviously, I'm picking a bald eagle, a freedom eagle.
Oh.
Yeah. For one, helps defend my Zeppelin. And two, we're pirates. We love freedom. Fuck yeah. We love actual freedom, though.
I do love that you picked a flying animal for your flying ship. That makes sense. But you did pick like the sharpest taloned and beaked thing you could think of.
We've trained him well.
Paper thin film keeping you in the air.
I think it's thick. I've never been in a Zeppelin, but I think it's thick. But also, he's not landing on the balloon. We've got perches for him. We've got crow's nests for, in this case, eagle's nests where he can land. He knows what to do. Super smart.
Does he do any tricks?
Yeah, he eats people for breakfast.
Whoa.
So are you giving up donations of your crew, or where are you getting these people from if you're in the air?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
The question is, where are you getting these people? Is it all the Epcot moms, or is it your crew members? Like, he's got to eat, right?
What? No, what? Why would he eat our crew members? We're pirates. We go invade somewhere, and the eagle fucking shows up and eats a person, and that sets the tone for our piracy.
Every day? So every day you're doing this?
No, that's his party trick. We don't do it every day.
You've got a jar of mice to throw at him for most days.
He sorts it out most days. He's a grown adult.
So what is in it for the bald eagle? What does he get out of you?
Every once in a while he gets to eat a human.
And how are you supplying humans for him to eat?
I just went over that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was my question.
We go steal and we grab a person from whoever we're stealing from, and then Baldy goes and just takes him to town.
I don't know why I feel like that. This is more violence than I was expecting on a pirate conversation.
It's probably one of those Epcot moms that's trying to tour the Epcot and drink all the beer and different foods.
Oh, we're cool with them. No, it's anyone who asks like, "Where's Mickey?"
Oh, okay.
Yeah, notoriously, Epcot moms never ask that question.
Well, I don't know the Venn diagram, but also we're not constantly stealing from Epcot moms.
Wait a minute, is that how you hide from like when you're like at risk of being found out and attacked on land? You just like dress up as like Goofy and wander through Epcot in costume.
Yeah, we even dressed the bald eagle up too in costume.
As Iago?
No, as Donald.
Oh.
Really bummed you out.
Well,
what'd you think we're gonna do? Spray paint our bald eagle red?
I mean, Donald is a very specific character that doesn't look like a bald eagle. I don't know.
No, we're putting the bald eagle in a Donald suit. He's just gonna pretend to be a human walking around in a Donald suit.
Yeah, that makes more sense than spray painting him red.
We can't spray paint him red every time and then what? Wash him? I don't know how you get spray paint out of a bald eagle. I don't have time to learn that. I'm running Epcot, for fuck's sake.
Do bald eagles need showers occasionally, or how does that work?
I don't know.
I will say job. We're getting at an important point, which is it is always the care and upkeep of the animal that you realize, oh, this was more work than I thought it would be. I just thought it would be a fun companion.
He's a companion. He'll take care of himself. Okay, Pants Man. What's your pet pick?
Isn't it obvious? Space monkey.
Yeah, that is obvious. You are correct. You need an animal that can also help with the ship when it's falling apart.
A loyal, mischievous animal that will entertain when we're bored, who will, join in on the looting when necessary. Small and cunning, so good for recon work. Just all around a great creature that and it's small, so like it's not another person to feed. You have to feed it, but like it's not going to eat as much as a person. But yeah, good fighter, good entertainer, good spy, all around stellar animal.
And you're comfortable with the fact that he's going to be flinging poop at you from time to time out of love?
Look, they're going to be long days in zero gravity. I'm going to be throwing my poop at some people.
Yeah. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. I have no criticism.
That sounds like a good pick to me.
Well, you somehow won that round. All right. Well, Muscle V, as you know, pirates notorious for the way they dress, usually oddly flamboyant for reasons wildly unknown. What are you dressing? You're probably stealing people's garb. What's it going to look like?
So I don't like being too dressed up, so I'm gonna steal Jack Sparrow's outfit.
Like the costume
real
design
casual,
from the
like.
movie?
Yeah, it's pretty casual. It's pretty laid
Like
back.
you're gonna go to Universal Studios and take the Jack Sparrow outfit or whatever.
No. He's going to go to. That's a Disney movie. He's going to go to Epcot.
Going to Epcot, of course.
You ain't fucking getting it from Epcot. I'll tell you that much.
We will get it at any means necessary.
I think Pirates of the Caribbean might be at Magic Kingdom, so you might be okay there, V.
Cool.
Okay. Sorry, I'm getting shot.
I love how you went from like it's a modern, massive luxury yacht, and then you zigged all the way to a dirty cave with bats in it, and now you're zagging again to classic movie pirate look, set in the like late 1700s. Like you are all over the map, Muscle V.
It works.
Does it?
It does.
I don't think it does.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be. You're walking around with your Jack Sparrow suit and a Jaguar. That's an interesting
That's
look.
badass. That's what it is.
It's not badass. I'll give you that.
It would be unsettling for your enemy.
Yeah. Right, that is what you mostly care about. I think. Having never been a pirate, I assume that's what you're going for. Okay. You could have done worse, I think. Obviously, you stuck pretty close to the prompt. Again, it's weird to steal a costume. Like, I feel like it's going to be less practical than you're making it out to be.
Yeah, but it should be super easy to steal. Like that costume can't be like super hard to steal.
Absolutely, but like also, especially the Johnny Depp Jack Sparrow is like it's a lot of makeup. Like his actual clothes aren't that. It's just like a little bit of tattered rags. It's not that crazy. It's mostly his face that you think about, and his crazy ass, like his super grody hair. I feel like.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure you thought that through entirely.
Well, you said attire. I'm not doing the whole face thing and the.
That's what I was about to say. I assume you're not doing the makeup part.
That's a lot of work, and I'm not.
Also, are you having this tailored? Because I feel like, no offense, I don't know his exact height or weight, but I'm guessing you're a little bit heavier and a little bit shorter than him.
Oh, I think Muscle V. I was gonna say I think Muscle V has height on him. I would guess.
I would say in this scenario, me and Johnny Depp are similar built.
You're gonna skinny up to match Johnny Depp?
or he's gonna fatten up to match
Okay,
me.
you don't have to
What
get
do you
any
mean? Wait, no, time out. What do you mean he's gonna
For
fatten up? He's already shot the movies.
for the next movie. There's gonna be another one for sure.
Isn't the last one like at World's End? Or actually, wasn't that like 3 movies ago?
that was several movies ago, yeah.
There'll be
Alright.
another one at some point.
You don't have to give away any identifying information by telling us your actual height, but I do want to say I googled it. According to the internet, Johnny Depp is 5'10". Taller or
That
shorter?
Same.
I think
Mean.
Johnny Depp is sizing himself up. I believe you know how actors do that, especially male actors.
It's like
Well,
Kevin Durant saying he's
this
6'9".
I think he's added 3 inches probably.
That does seem plausible because this exact same search just volunteered for people also search for. So Tom Cruise here is listed as 5'7", and from everything I've heard about him, 5'7" isn't tall by any means. But I've heard a lot of things that it sounds like he's probably shorter than that.
Yeah, that's definitely sized up too. 5'7", is on the shorter end. I'm guessing he's probably actually, 5 and a half,
5'2".
5'6". I don't think he's Rey Mysterio height, but I could be wrong. Honestly, that wouldn't fully shock me.
Hey, you know what? Tom Cruise has never been in a movie with and standing next to Danny DeVito. Is that a coincidence, or is that just protecting his image?
It's very smart play on his part. Also find it interesting, Muscle V, that you're going with a TV character. You've decided to keep traditional pirate. Why didn't you just steal the Batman costume?
Batman's not a pirate.
Wow.
What,
But you can
find
have his
what
cape.
what is your question here?
What is your answer here? Like, what are you doing?
My answer is Batman's not a pirate. Why would I steal his costume?
I'm starting to understand what's going on. So Muscle V is only aware of one thing that could be called a lair, and it's the Bat cave. He's only aware of one pirate costume. It's Johnny Depp's. He's got a very limited range for answering these questions. He's telling us what he knows.
Is 0 alts. Got it.
I've only seen one movie with a pirate, and it was the Pirates of the Caribbean.
You've never seen Peter Pan? Or are you saying with live? You're saying with live action pirates?
Yeah, live action.
You've never seen Hook?
I don't know that I did.
Okay, well, go watch Hook. Pretty good movie.
I think that one holds up.
Yeah, I think I saw it later, so I definitely would say it holds up.
Rufio.
Okay, 1 second. Getting shot at. Okay,
I'm sure I'll see it when my child is a little older.
I've decided to move on from your answer. Probably a little too long. I let that go longer than I should have. So I don't actually know specifically what I'm stealing. I'm stealing something from the U.S. government. I don't know exactly what it is. It's flame retardant though, because in case my Zeppelin goes ablaze, I need some protection. So I'm hoping that there's some sort of like special forces military outfit that I can jack. But it has to at least have the functionality of like a NASCAR racer's outfit. But I am hoping it's all cool looking and very black, Black Widow-esque from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that kind of thing.
So
Okay.
my knock on you is I actually stole something that's real. You're trying to steal something that you don't even know exists.
I know it exists. I just don't know specifically which thing exists. I'm certain that there's military garb that's flame resistant. I just hope it's cool.
Okay. I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah,
You haven't really described anything, so it's kind of hard to knock it.
I'm saying picture hopefully the people of in S.H.I.E.L.D. from Marvel. Hopefully something that looks like that. And it's flame resistant. Yeah, but like a black suit. And it's, it looks intimidating, hopefully.
Okay.
It's military garb. It's got to be, right?
I've seen a lot of military garb that looks shockingly more like Boy Scouts than intimidating.
Maybe that's the look you're going for, Jeeves. Boy Scouts.
As long as it's flame resistant, that's all we care about. We got to be
now I'm picturing you in like fully flame resistant clothes, but they're short sleeves and they're shorts. But the parts that are covering your body are flame resistant, let me tell you.
You know what? There's something menacing about people jacking your stuff in short shorts, so I'm fine with that too.
All
You know
right,
what?
well,
I'll even make note of it.
for me, I'm going to rock two different outfits. So I've got my lounging about the spaceship attire, which is going to be kind of a mix of the traditional astronaut in kind of a jumpsuit onesie kind of deal, but it's going to be kind of sparkled out with epaulets and all kinds of real kind of piratey, like a mix of like gay pirate and like classic seaman pirate, and so real kind of like military looking, but very kind of colorful.
Quick question: what's an epaulet?
It's those things on the shoulders that's got like little fuzzies.
Oh yeah, okay.
Look like a real captain in it. And then
do you know where you're stealing this from, or you're just gonna steal enough people's stuff that you can combine and make your own?
this is going to be less of a stealing situation and more of a stealing.
Once again, you're just gonna hire someone to make things for you.
No. I'm going to
The good
steal,
people of Iran.
I'm going to steal from a Hobby Lobby.
Oh.
And steal some compadres who are going to basically at least one of my pirate brethren will be quite good with a needle.
Okay.
So you're gonna make these on board your ship, right?
On your spaceship.
Or in Iran. Either one.
Or in Iran. Okay.
Yeah, something about needles in space seems problematic, but I can't. I don't know why, but I don't think it's good. I don't think it's a happy marriage.
The other part of this is you got to have a spacesuit, right? You got to have a real good, keep you breathing in space kind of suit. So I'm going to find the sleek. I'm definitely stealing. I'm stealing the sleekest NASA, like kind of like not as bulky and lumbering as like the traditional one, but one a little bit more form fitting, a little bit more, tight around you, give you a little bit more of a intimidating look.
Isn't that what the SpaceX guys are doing? Isn't that their
yeah,
look?
sure. That I'm stealing from them. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm just going to assume that's true, and I'm going to say it goes with it.
You don't know what SpaceX is?
I've never seen their astronauts.
I think I've only seen like their promotional material, but they look like sci-fi astronauts from everything I've seen. I've never seen an actual person in a suit, but I've seen drawings.
Well, I'm doing it right now. Yeah. These are what I'm talking about. Exactly this. But the big difference, they're always white, right? Astronaut suits are always white. Well, when you're in space, you want a little camouflage when you're attacking. So I'm 100% spray painting that shit black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say camo.
No, you'd have to put little white dots though for stars.
Fine.
I just saved you.
I was killing him.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
That was not a team wipe, by the way.
Oh, there's a guy behind us.
I told you. Okay. Are you gonna get epaulets for your black sleek spacesuit as well?
Yes, bright gold. It'll be the one thing they can see, and when they see it, they'll be like, "Oh shit, I'm fucked."
I love the idea of someone camoed up and then in some sort of fancy garb. He's super funny. All right, great. So, pirates notorious for many things. One of the things you get into pirate life for, though, I've always heard is the pirate wenches. So Muscle V, let me know someone you would steal. It doesn't have to be a lady. Some sort of prized human that you're gonna steal, or maybe you're gonna steal someone's heart. But let's keep it a celebrity. So who are you going to steal or steal their heart?
Yep. Obviously, I'm going to steal the most famous female pirate of them all. We're going to go with one Keira Knightley.
Yeah, should have saw that coming. Okay.
I mean, she's badass. She's attractive. I mean, obviously, we're going to take her.
Are you worried that A, she's clearly taller than you, and B, she can kick your ass? Is that a concern?
No, not at all.
Neither point?
Neither point.
Okay.
Also, I don't think she's taller than me.
I don't know. She's pretty tall. Are you going for her heart, or is she your wench? What are you doing with her?
Anything I please.
So yeah, she's definitely taller than you. And aren't you worried that she's gonna kick your ass?
No, I'm not, because she is not taller than me.
Well, even if she isn't, she still can kick your ass.
Yeah, but an understanding. Let's put it that way.
You and Keira Knightley have an understanding.
We do.
How does that work?
Doesn't matter. I told you my booty is.
Yeah, fair enough. So despite everything I just said, this is gonna really fly in the face of that. She's very thin. I don't know if she's gonna last long on your yacht visiting the cave with bats.
She made it several movies with Johnny Depp. She'll be fine.
But I think that's a lot of Hollywood there. I don't think.
No, it's all real life.
Oh, those are documentaries,
Yeah, real life.
which now makes getting the Jack Sparrow outfit a little tougher.
I'm gonna steal it from Jack Sparrow.
Right.
Maybe she like snuck one of the wardrobes home with her and she has it with her.
Or it's probably on eBay. You're probably just buying it on eBay.
Or HalloweenStore.com.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I would love you being like full on like intimidating pirate, but in like a polyester cheap ass Halloween costume.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go. So
I thought you meant you were going to bed.
I'm gonna leave. This is too much. Keira Knightley, I don't think so. No, I'm gonna make my selection. I'm going with the wrestling chick. This seems like a good fit. I need them to be able to do a lot of things. Mobile, sometimes they have to get to the top of the Zeppelin to do repairs. I need them to be fairly intimidating. So I'm gonna go with Charlotte Flair. And Pantsman, for you, that's a girl who is very tall. Uh, she's Ric Flair's daughter, very skilled in the ring. So if I need her to like hold someone down for submission, she can help us out there, and we can really put the screws to some people.
My only concern with Charlotte Flair is like everything in her is fake, so I feel like the higher she goes, like the heavier it's gonna be. So like she may not be able to even like lift herself up off of the bottom of your Zephyr.
What are you talking about? What do you think gravity is? How do you think this works? What are you talking about?
Also, it's not a Zephyr. Zephyr is like wind, isn't it? It's like I think a gust of wind.
Whatever your
like
balloon is. Whatever
Zeppelin.
your balloon is. Zeppelin. Whatever.
The black balloon. I don't think that's how fake stuff works. There might be more pressure. Maybe. I don't know. I don't have any fake parts, but I think what you're saying.
I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that people with implants and shit or whatever you're talking about, like get on planes and are fine. Like I don't know.
Yeah, but planes are pressurized though.
Why
wouldn't the Zeppelin be pressurized?
Yeah, the cabin of the Zeppelin's pressurized.
Okay.
She could. I mean, we are going to send her out on space jumps. I'm looking at yours. We are going to send her out on paratrooping missions. So maybe those will be tough on her. I don't know. I don't think it'll weigh her down.
Also, I don't
think there's any signs to that.
Imagine your Zeppelin as a hot air balloon.
Okay, it's not. I mean, it is, but it's not what you're thinking of.
Just a basket and like five people standing in it.
No, that's our that's like our escape pod. That is not what a Zeppelin is. No, it's got some sort of engine and stuff. This doesn't just rely on fire to get us moving. We can steer it, that kind of stuff. All right. Well, obviously no criticism for her other than maybe gravity will weigh down her fake parts.
Unlike on Earth.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Pantsman, what booty are you going for?
Well, for me, I'm in space and I've made a deal with Iran. So I have to there are a few things I want to do with my booty. I want to
I thought
make
you said
sure
you made. I thought you said you made a deal with Ron, just like any person named Ron.
Ron Howard, it doesn't matter. No,
Just
no,
a
no.
Ron.
So what I want is somebody who is going to be, lend some gravitas to my overall ship. I want somebody who's going to be respected, and maybe even a little bit feared. Somebody who's got some real experience, both in their celebrity world of being in space, what they can do there, but also the real, actually having experience. I want somebody who's been to space. So of course I'm going to bring William Shatner.
Of course.
He also is probably willing to do, I mean, he's an actor, so he's willing to do pretty much whatever somebody tells him he needs to do as long as it's in the script. So he'll do whatever he needs doing, but he's old enough that he's not really a threat to my command.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not. He's not a spring chicken. He can't be taking over a pirate vessel.
And if something goes wrong, like if you take somebody like a Keira Knightley and get them killed, like you are, going to really be hated by the world. But if William Shatner dies in space, everybody will be like, yeah, that's good for him. I'm glad for him that he got that.
Now, my question is, isn't he like 92 years old? Can he even make it up to space?
He already did. He did like earlier this year.
My question is, are you worried that all of his fake parts will weigh him down?
I am not, because that is not how that works.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, William Shatner, great pick. I would hate to encounter William Shatner in a pirating situation. I'd be very confused. I don't know how I would handle that. All right. So there's only one reason to really get into the pirate game. Of course, all pirates have to have some sort of bounty. There's some sort of treasure and prize that they're going for. Muscle V, what is yo treasure?
So this one, I think, is pretty obvious. I want to refer back to what I
Time
said.
out. Honest to God, no clue what you're about to say.
The fans know.
I don't think they do.
I'm going to go back to a previous segment. Obviously, I'm going to be pirating for those art, for the artwork.
Oh my God.
I definitely thought you were going to say honey coke at that point.
We will be drinking a lot of honey coke, but no, we will be pirating the artwork and fencing or doing the fence, as Pantsman said earlier.
Oh my God, that would be absolutely the big fear. Like, oh my gosh, you see that black flag coming? That's the Dread Pirate Muscle V.
Hide your artwork.
Well, hide your artwork and let's book it, because we don't want to get caught by him, or else we'll be trapped on that yacht where all there is to drink is goddamn honey coke.
Round of honey coke for all.
I hate to kind of rehash before, but now that you're a pirate, how are you choosing the art you're stealing?
Well, obviously, my crew may know some of the art.
Isn't part of being a pirate, though, that like you're plundering, the high seas? You're plundering other boats, or maybe like ports. Like, don't you have to find like a portable yacht museum, or like how are you finding these?
I think you
pick a very
actually. Yeah, that's actually a good point.
You lay your anchor down and then like take a bus to the local museum and then take the art.
So they do actually have to transport expensive artwork from one museum to another. And do you think they do it by plane? Of course not. They do it by boat.
Probably.
They do it by
boat. Probably the plane part.
No, it's definitely by boat. It's the safest method of transportation.
I'm Googling it now, and they're saying actually Zeppelins are the #1 transport of paintings.
Oh, so I have to go invade Jeeves space to get my artwork. Huh.
Good fucking luck. My bald eagle and a weighed down Charlotte Flair are going to stop you at every turn. Okay. Really hard to defend because, again, you don't know anything about art. I have no idea how you would go about this. I'd love to watch that movie. All right. So for me, of course, we've already established we're pirates. We love freedom. We've got the Freedom Eagle leading the way for us. I'm stealing the Declaration of Independence. That's my bounty.
Oh man.
Are you selling
Yeah.
it? Are you ransoming it? What's like? What do you do with it
No,
once you?
no, I mean we've been pirates for so long. We kind of need some rules of order at some point. So we're gonna steal it and then start a new country in Epcot.
What are you gonna call this country?
Um, uh, in independence, independence,
The country of independence. Just in Epcot, Florida.
independence. Art.
I think this is a lame choice for a couple reasons. Mainly, it's that you are just again ripping off existing content. This is not an original idea in any way, shape, or form. And no, I'm not talking about National Treasure. I'm talking about the idea of trying to turn Disney World into its own sovereign nation. I'm pretty sure that is the thing that Disney has been working on for decades.
Look, you don't always have to reinvent the wheel. Sometimes you can just steal the wheel that's already rolling.
I mean, you are a pirate.
Arg. All right, Pants Man. What's your bounty? What's your biggest
Look,
prize?
I think this entire section really misses the whole point. It is not about a specific thing that you steal. It is about the adventure of being a pirate. It's about stealing anything for stealing's sake. So the fact of being in space, living with no boss, no rules, living in zero gravity, eating those fun, dehydrated ice creams. That is what this is all about. And so for me, I don't have some specific, token I need to capture. It is just capturing what I yearn for in the moment, getting what I need to live and enjoy my life, but most of all, doing it all in space. So I said earlier that I would answer the question that's very early on about how was I going to go about capturing things. So I'll answer that now. Basically, the International Space Station is going to be my main target, right? They are going to have to keep sending supplies up to them. Now I could take it, but they would just stop supplying it.
Right.
Instead, I will basically just let them have it, and then once they resupply, I come and take. But I'll never let them remove all the astronauts from it. I will make sure that they're never escaping. So they'll kind of be my hostages. They can trade out one for another, but there's always got to be some real astronaut that they have to keep resupplying. So that's how I'm going to get my stuff. I'm going to keep attacking the station, and and you might say, well, they'll beef up the security on the station. They can't, because I also have full capability to attack all the different satellites that are so valuable. And so to prevent catastrophic loss of satellites, they're going to have to just kind of... And by the way, I'm not going to be taking a ton. I'm not going to be completely crazy. I'm just going to take a little off the top, kind of like a slumlord or a warlord. I'm just going to take a little bit, enough that they're going to live with it, but not, so much that they're like, we can't handle this. We got to take him out. I'm going for that easy life, guys. I want an easy life.
I do like your idea of letting them swap out people. Like, hey, Dave's kind of tired of being in space. We're going to swap him out for, like, George.
I'm not a monster. I'm just saying, like, if I let all of them go at once, then they are just going to let me die in space from lack of food or have to land in Iran, which, again,
ugh.
I only picked it because I needed to have a lair somewhere, but I don't want to go there if I can help it. I'm going to be in space, baby.
Now, is there any fear of, like, a Tom Cruise coming on board and doing some Mission Impossible shit on you?
Oh.
That's what the monkey's going to take care of. The monkey is really going to take care of all that.
Okay.
Yeah, the monkey will have reach on Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
I don't have any problem with the pick. Makes tons of sense.
Ah.
Absolutely no issue with a very reasonable plan. All right.
I'm thinking about executing it, to be honest with you.
Smart. So we're not going to do any voting tonight. I'm just going to go ahead and recap your guys' picks really quick for everyone, so we get a full picture of what our perfect pirate lives would look like. All right. So Muscle V, you will be attacking people in a premium yacht every once in a while to stop into a cave with some bats. Always at your side will be your loyal, trusty Jaguar. You'll, of course, be rocking a Jack Sparrow costume. You'll have wooed Keira Knightley to help you steal random art that you have no ability to identify. Sound right?
One clarification: it's the Batcave.
Right. The cave with bats. That's right. Any cave with bats will do. I specified that. Okay. I have a Zeppelin called the Black Balloon. We have taken a hold of Epcot. I have a Freedom Eagle following me around and keeping me safe. I've got some sort of Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. looking flame-resistant outfits that I've put Charlotte Flair into to help me steal the Declaration of Independence. Perfect pirate life. And Pantsman, you have commandeered a space shuttle to occasionally dock in Iran so that your space monkey can help you walk around in very flamboyant outfits, but occasionally also in spacesuits that are semi-flamboyant, but mostly camouflaged, with William Shatner so that you can steal a modest amount of stuff.
Yeah, it sounds wonderful.
Pirate life. Great. I mean, Muscle V, I think you got to put up a poll. I don't think we're going to be able to sort this out ourselves, but we do need to know who won.
I can see what I can do about that.
I'm going to let you figure all of that out. But all right. Hopefully this won't show up on the stream, but we had a little bit of hacker issues in the middle of the stream, so we're gone long. So let's go ahead and quickly go around the horn and get on out of here. Muscle V, what do you have for us?
Yep. If you ever plan on traveling anywhere, make sure you take your trusty Jaguar with you.
Great. Pantsman?
I cut off my hand and replaced it with a hook for this, and we never even talked about it.
Yep. And I want to thank any of you that are still here with us. Again, through technical difficulties and woes, we do appreciate it. We'll catch you guys next week, Monday, hopefully around 10 o'clock. Hopefully Monday with the issues we've had lately. You can also probably like and subscribe to us, maybe. I don't know. But we appreciate you being with us. And we want to thank you and remind you that Nick Cage is the greatest. God Daddy's out.
Peace.